Malaysia. This is Gerryko here, and this is a Wait a Minute production. I can't believe that I find myself in McDonald's doing a review about the food here because I am pretty biased towards fast food, especially McDonald's, KFCs, and whatnot because they are substandard food and they are not qualified as food at all. So, as a amateur food reviewer, I would like to approach this subject of McDonald's with an open mind and without any prejudice or intolerance or racism. So I would like to say that the chips here are freshly cooked in this particular branch of McDonald's in Tesco of Jalan Puchong. This is not the McDonald's. I don't know whether there's a McDonald's in the IOI mall or not, but it's the same road as the IOI mall. This is I think it is the first Tesco ever in Malaysia. I think so. If I remember correctly, it is the first Tesco in Malaysia, and I remember it vividly about maybe 5-10 years ago.
There's a McDonald's in IOI.
I'm not talking about McDonald's, I'm talking about Tesco. So this should be the first Tesco in Malaysia, and I am in Puchong. So the chips are freshly fried and it's nice. It's a Sunday and it's the 30th of June. Yep, 2013. The ketchup is not bad. Substandard ketchup is it is not sweet. It is sour and a bit salty. Whereas the chili is alright. And today I ordered a 13 bucks Mac value meal. That means it comes with the chips, which is excellent as I said before, but not as excellent as the chips that I make from fresh whole potatoes. It's a double beef smoking burger. So I've been singing praises about McDonald's, but about the potato is quite nice. This hopefully they didn't put too much high fructose corn syrup into this to make it taste nicer. I must criticize this McDonald's restaurant because the dispenser for the soap near the sink does not soap well, and that's just bollocks. You have to have a lot of liquid soap just to make it lather, or bubble, or become foam. So today I get to eat this as well. There's 9 chicken McNuggets, and my friend said it's fresh. So I don't know what's the meaning of fresh because most likely the McDonald's McNuggets is made out of flour. It is just
Newly come out of fryer.
newly come out of fryer or oven, so it is considered fresh. Crunchy, yeah, crunchy, fresh, and fresh from the factory that made the flour thingy. So the McNuggets comes with sweet and sour sauce and barbecue sauce. I think you have to pay for it. Do you have to pay for the barbecue sauce and sweet and sour? So this is in Malaysia we don't need to pay for this, but if you were in Britain or in New Zealand, you just have to pay like 10 cents or 10 pence for such things. I'll open up the sauce and see. I think I prefer barbecue sauce. I always like barbecue sauce, especially in Britain and in New Zealand. Right. That reminds me, I haven't eaten Burger King for a long time already, since maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And I always remembered that Burger King was pretty delicious in KLCC 5-10 years ago. So I haven't visited any Burger King in Malaysia for a long time now. But I have fond memories of the Angus beef burger in Britain. That was delicious. So there's a McNugget. Tastes nice actually, very crunchy. Very nice. We'll dip it in the barbecue sauce. As usual, the barbecue sauce is excellent. So it tastes the same here, New Zealand or Britain. How about sweet and sour sauce? The sweet and sour sauce is not as sweet and not it's not the same as the sweet and sour sauce that I'm used to back in Britain. It's a bit red and stuff. Maybe this one is not so overpowering. It's more like a bit of plum sauce in it, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, so don't quote me if I was wrong. I have to taste it some more and see. Definitely there's some plum in the sweet and sour sauce. Is there? Yes. So my friend said yes. An iced lemon tea here that I'm having instead of the generic Coke, which tastes terrible. The iced lemon tea is sweet as usual because of the high fructose corn syrup and stuff, and high concentration of sugar, which is the hallmark of McDonald's in trying to dominate the world by making everybody obese and fat. So let's go into the double beef barbecue burger. As usual, even without saying anything, what you get is completely different from what's advertised in the pictures or the posters. So that is a given. This is a marketing or advertising gimmick. And you just have to bait and switch you. So let's get to the bones and meats. So there are a lot of what's this? What vegetables are these? Lettuce, What vegetables? All this cabbage, and the bun, and a bit of sauce, and onions. The sauce is not enough. I think it's just too little. And you got a slab of cheese, and one piece of no, two pieces of meat, two beef patties. I mean, if I don't know whether they have like 5% beef and 95% others. I'm not so sure. So it looks pretty ugly. But what about the taste? The taste I am not sure. So I'm gonna taste it right out of the wrapper. And it's pretty small for a burger that costs about 12 or 13 ringgit after tax. Actually, it's quite tasty. The beef patty is quite salty, but it has taste. But unfortunately, they didn't put enough sauce because this is supposed to be a barbecue smoking burger. They didn't put enough barbecue sauce. So I will actually give this a 2.5 out of 5 stars because the size of the burger is too small, the price is too expensive, and there's not enough sauce. But I'll give 4 stars out of 5 for the chips because they are crunchy and they are just straight out of the fryer. And the McNuggets, even though I know it's like crap and made of non-chicken stuff and mostly flour and MSG and whatever preservatives, but it is actually quite tasty, quite nice, and maybe, just maybe, it might be nourishing. Maybe like 1% of it is nourishing because of the fat of oil that is fried in. Now it's quite nice. It's still crunchy. You can hear the taste, the sound of the crunch. That's why if you want to eat in a fast food restaurant, make sure the food that you get is fresh out of the fryer. And I know this all these McNuggets are all irresistible to children. Because it's just so full of MSG, so full of high fructose corn syrup, so sweet, so tasty, and so salty. But it's very, very nice. It is just one sin that you have to live with. It's like some of the Muslims, they do eat pork behind our backs, but that's just a sin. I mean, not a sin, it's just a sin behind the religious laws, and religious laws are made by man and not by God. So, fuck the religious laws. I was quite surprised when I was in around Lao Yat. There were some Chinese restaurants that were catering to some very teenage Malay or Muslim uh, customers, and I was pretty surprised to see them. They are not Indonesians, no, they are fully fledged Malaysians, fully fledged and born in Malaysia Malaysians, and they're eating at a Chinese restaurant that displays char siu, siu yok, chicken, and whatever, and they are ordering chicken rice. And the chicken, the roast chicken, is just next to the roast pork, the char siu, and they don't mind. I mean, I am very surprised and I am encouraged by this development that people are just more tolerant, especially the Malay folks, towards food. They don't mind that the pork or the roast pork or the char siu is near their chicken. As long as it tastes great, they will have it. And that's very good. I like that. And how's your what's that? Double dish burger. Double beef burger, my
Double cheese.
double cheese beef burger, my accomplice is eating. And she's sprinkling the chili sauce onto it. A bit of a sin, but since it's McDonald's, so anything goes. How is it? It's very nice, tasty. No thanks. So I think I would give this meal 3 stars out of 5. Surprisingly so, I would love to actually give it 1 star out of 5, but I'm a fair and objective person when it comes to food. So it would not get more than 3 stars because the price is a bit expensive. To pay premium prices to eat junk food, that's just absurd. But then again, this is the world we live in today. Junk food tastes good because of the MSG or monosodium glutamate, and because it's sugary, because of the high fructose corn syrup. So if you have the time, there are many documentaries that talk about the rise of fast food or easy convenient food like food outlets like Tesco and Walmart that is contributing to the obesity of the human race and maybe the destruction of the human race too, which is definitely a good thing for the world and Mother Gaia. On a side note, you know the HDMI cable that I'm supposed to get with my brand new spanking MSI GX70. Well, I phoned the guy and he didn't know that I was supposed to get the HDMI cable, and they said, please wait. And he put down the phone, and now until now I haven't had any conversation with him. So, Ayi, if you are listening to this, please give me my HDMI cable.
Call him again.
Yeah, I'll call him again.
Share his nose or
His mug is in my video.
yeah, I know. If you don't call him, say yeah, that fella don't want to eat.
These McNuggets, they're a sin, but they are damn delicious. It's like Lucifer. Lucifer just wanted the seed of God, if it exists, and because of his sin of lusting for a power, he got to control hell. I mean, if you like warm places, pina coladas, and a red hot sun, well, hell is the place to be. So Malaysia, this is Gerryko, and I'm signing out. See ya and bye bye.